I've driven some of the most expensive cars in the world.
Oh yes!
But I have a problem. Every brand claims their cars are the best. Ferrari says, we have the most heritage. Bugatti claims, no, we are the fastest, no? Mercedes goes, we invented the motor car! And he goes on and on and on and on and on and on, just like this McLaren. So to find out who really takes the crown, I've driven over £20 million worth of hypercars, including one that is so rare that only the most hardcore of hardcore petrolhead will know what it is. By the end of the video, I will reveal the best hypercar I've ever driven. Will it be the Aston Martin Valkyrie? You have to wait to find out. I'm Matt Watson, and you're watching Car Wow.
Ferrari is the most famous supercar brand on the planet with huge mainstream appeal. They even have a theme park, but Ferrari's inner circle gets something far more exclusive than a roller coaster ride. This is the Daytona SP3 from the ultra-rare Icona series. Only 600 were made, and they each cost over £2 million, although their values have now doubled. But is this beauty more than skin deep?
I think the design of this car is so cool, the way it blends the modern with the classic. So obviously you've got like a classic style Ferrari front grille from the 1960s, but then we've got all this carbon fibre here and these slats here as well. Very, very nice. Then we've got a whole lot aero thing going on, so the air goes in the front there and then it comes up out of this bonnet vent and goes over the wing. Stunning though, isn't it, from the front? From the side, you can see how this car's bubble cabin with wraparound windscreen is very similar to those on the P3 from the 1960s. Now I want to show you the aero. So we talked about the air coming out over there. Well, it then goes into this vent in the door, and if I open the door, you'll see that it actually goes through a tunnel into the door, then into here and into the engine bay to feed air into the engine and the radiators. You also have vents here that go from the wheel well and on the lower portion of the door to release high pressure air from under the wheel well so you don't get too much lift. Then if you look here, you'll see that we've got a fabric roof. This is the roof to take with you if you're going for a drive. The car actually comes with a carbon fibre roof as well. Moving down the back, you've got the engine area here, because obviously that's where your V12 is. To get in the engine bay, you pull on a lever just down here, and it releases it. Just lift it up from the middle, and there we have it. 6.5 litre naturally aspirated V12, but rather than being from the normal 812, it's from the 812 Competizione. So we have 700 newton meters, 840 horsepower. Now it's had to be reconfigured slightly because obviously it normally resides in a front engine car, so they've had to change the exhaust and inlet manifold because it's mounted in the middle of the car. We've got 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox and rear wheel drive.
That's a tasty recipe, but in terms of true desirability, Bugatti has any Ferrari beaten. Partly because the range starts with the Chiron and its insane W16 engine. Only 500 were ever made, and they all cost over £2 million. Yep. Entry level means something different in hypercar land, and now Bugatti has released a last hurrah for its 8-litre quad-turbo engine, the Mistral. For me, it's the best looking Bugatti ever, but there's something even better about it. You can finally hear that wonderful W16 without a roof getting in the way. Only 99 customers will get to experience this though, and it'll each cost them over £5 million. But this isn't just an expensive topless Chiron, it has a completely re-engineered chassis and a bespoke carbon fibre body. And the closer you look, the more Mistral exclusive details you'll spot.
You see the rollover hoops? They actually incorporate the air intakes. So yeah, you can hear this thing sucking in air and the turbo's whistling away when you're driving. The classic horseshoe grille is slightly redesigned, so it's wider and deeper. This blue paint over carbon fibre is lovely. The Mistral gets bespoke alloy wheels. You've got 20 inches at the front, 21s at the rear. I really like the door handles on this car, where there's this little spine and you just go, hello. Then as we move to the back, there's quite a lot going on here. We've got some new design taillights in this kind of V shape, sort of inspired by the Bolide. This huge wing, loads of vents yet again. All the vents are real on this car, but they have to be because you need that downforce stability for the crazy top speed. I mean, look at the size of that diffuser. It's absolutely massive. And then there's a strange thing going on with the exhaust. So you've got this surround here, but within there, there's quad tailpipes. And then if you look here, there's another exhaust, and over here another exhaust.
These actually remind me of the tailpipes in an old diesel car, but who cares? You can get away with almost anything when there's a Bugatti logo on your car. However, not every brand has this level of clout. Sometimes you have to get a bit creative in order to stand out.
This is a really striking looking car and it looks super futuristic and modern. It is the Apollo IE.
This car wouldn't look out of place in a Transformers movie, but under the crazy carbon fibre body, the Apollo is more like an old-school racing car. It has rear-wheel drive, a sequential gearbox, and a naturally aspirated V12 engine. But despite all this, there's a good reason why you've probably never heard of it.
Marcus, what exactly is the Apollo IE?
The idea was from a Hong Kong Chinese businessman to have his own supercar.
Building a world-class hypercar from scratch is almost impossible, so Apollo found a cheat code. They partnered with HWA, which is the company that ran Mercedes' DTM team and built the gorgeous CLK GTR. They also build engines for another masterpiece I'll be driving later on. But for now, let's hear what the Apollo's 6.3-litre naturally aspirated V12 with almost 800 horsepower sounds like. Because you don't just hear it, you feel it through your entire body.
So go on, Marcus.
Okay.
There we go, you couldn't hear me. Blimey, I love the design of the exhaust as well, look at that. Oh, it smells quite fuely as well.
There's only 10 of them in the world. We are fortunate enough to have 2 of them.
So what's the value of this one? What are you expecting to sell it for?
The value is around 4 million euros netto. That's what we're also looking to get.
What was the original price of it?
It was around 2.9 million euros.
So, despite coming from an unknown brand, this Apollo has shot up in value. But as hypercar investments go, Pagani is on another level. 20 years ago, a Zonda C12 cost around £200,000. Now they can be worth over £8 million. However, Pagani's latest track-only creation, the Huayra R Evo Roadster, might be their best creation yet. You'll hear this car coming long before you see it. Just like the R Coupe, the R Evo Roadster has a naturally aspirated V12 with even more power than the twin-turbo Huayra. Apparently, 800 horsepower wasn't enough. But numbers don't tell the whole story, as Thomas Pfeiffer from HWA's Pagani team explained.
It's a V12. In this configuration it has 850 horsepower and 750 Newton meters. It's a naturally aspired engine, no turbo, no hybrid, no electric. Same for the gearbox. This part is also developed from us just for this car.
Because you did the engine and the gearbox as a
Engine
power
and the gearbox.
unit.
Exactly, so the complete powertrain.
Now we come to the new car,
Yep.
and here we have more power, more torque. So what have you taken it up to?
This engine now has 900. The red line is at 9.2. The main difference are the drum pad lengths are shorter to reach the higher peak power, different camshaft profiles and a complete new calibration of the engine.
This means the R Evo Roadster is the most powerful Pagani of all time, and it's probably the most expensive. Pagani hasn't revealed how many cars it'll build or how much they'll cost, but expect fewer than 30 to be made at a cost of around £4 million each. And there's good reason it's so expensive, because this car shares basically nothing with the original Huayra.
We had to basically reinvent the car. The chassis is a bespoke design and development for the Revo, starting from the center part, the air intake, which is going through, you see all the chassis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over your head.
Over your head, we have basically, in order to achieve the same stiffness of the chassis, we have to revise all the steel member which are embedded into the carbon fiber shell, and the central pillar was an additional element, a new thing that gave us the possibility to achieve exactly the same rigidity that was part of the original design.
So essentially, because you've taken the roof off, because you've added more power, and because you've added more downforce, you've had to re-engineer this chassis. And people might think it's a version of the normal Huayra road car chassis. It's completely different, isn't it?
It's
Apart from,
completely
I understand, 2 things.
Side mirrors.
And the name. That's the name, and that's it.
Pagani's clean slate approach means this car can do something incredible. At 200 miles an hour, it has over a ton of downforce, but only weighs 1,050 kilograms. Theoretically, it could drive upside down at 200 miles an hour. Okay, no one really needs a car that can do this, but crazy engineering is what appeals to billionaires. And there's one man in particular who exemplifies this why not approach to building hypercars.
Christian von Koenigsegg and the wonderful CC850, which I have to say, Christian, is my favourite Koenigsegg.
Oh,
That's what I'm going to put my order in for.
Right, well, let's go.
They're all sold out now, aren't they?
They are. They were sold out like the first few hours.
And it's not surprising really, because this is an homage, isn't it, this car?
Yeah, I mean, this is very much a celebration of the first ever Koenigsegg. It was a Guinness World Record holder for the most powerful production car in the world at the time. Shape and design statement is the most pure thing we ever made. Of course, we dressed it up with more aero over the years and modernized it, but this is really a look back to the original. This car we introduced 2022, and that was pretty much on the day 20 years after we delivered the first customer car as a company. I also turned 50, so I said, okay, celebrate 20 years for the car, and I'm turning 50, so let's celebrate that, and I'll build the first car for myself as a present. So it's a CC850. After we uncovered it, we got immediately up to like 100 potential orders, and we only had 50 cars. So we said to ourselves, okay, we'll make a press release immediately, say we'll celebrate 50 for my birthday, 20 for 20 years in production, so we're going to make 70 of them.
Yes.
But the CC850 isn't just about money, even though it does cost over £3 million. It also has a 1,385 horsepower twin-turbo V8 and weighs 1,385 kilograms, so it has a power-to-weight ratio of 1,000 horsepower per tonne. But that's not the coolest thing about it. The gearbox is truly insane. It has 9 speeds, but there's no flywheel nor a traditional friction clutch, and no torque converter either. So how the hell does it all work?
This is the first combustion engine in the world that I know of in a car with no flywheel. So no one had ever done it before. And the reason why it turned out working in the end is because we have these hydraulic clutches instead of synchros inside the gearbox.
However, the clever hydraulic clutches in the CC850 smooth out everything for you, so the engine can rev like a racing car, but it still feels smooth and easy to drive on the road. But that's not all. All these clutches are connected by a series of electric and hydraulic actuators. This allows the CC850 to drive like a totally normal 9-speed automatic. Or you can even change the gear yourself using the clutch, pedal and gear lever. However, then you only have 6 gears.
Press down and then you go into drive like that. So now we're started in drive.
So that's automatic. So the clutches are doing their
They are smoothing everything out.
There are actually 7 clutches in this car. 1 is used for reverse and the other 6 are attached to their own specific gears. But somehow this car has 9 forward gears, not 6. And this is where things get even crazier. Christian hasn't just made a 9-speed automatic gearbox that drives like a manual, he's made sure these controls feel exactly like the real thing. There are special hydraulic solenoids on the gear lever that control how much force you need to use to push it into gear. And this force changes depending on your engine revs, the gear you're trying to select, and the car's current speed. You also have to push it harder when the car is cold, because that's what a real manual gearbox feels like. And none of this is fake. The hydraulics in the cabin are linked to actuators in the gearbox. This means they're allowing you to feel the genuine vibrations and forces that are already happening behind you. It's a bit like how an electric guitar just amplifies the sound made by real strings. But this can lead to some embarrassing moments.
You can stall the car. I mean, like that.
You just stalled it.
Yeah.
This is nuts!
This is only possible because Christian insists on doing all Koenigsegg's development in-house. Even the infotainment system is made by his team. That wouldn't be such a big deal if he had 500,000 employees like Volkswagen does. But Koenigsegg has just 800 staff, and that makes what they've achieved feel even more special.
You make the seats yourself
We
in-house, machine bits of metal, the infotainment system, all that, it's all just done here. It's very, very, very unusual.
It's a huge undertaking and it makes life difficult in a way, but it gives you total freedom at the same time.
I'm going to point out a couple of bits I think you will have bought in. That screen.
The actual screen, yes.
And the chip that runs it and stuff like that. Obviously, you're not going to be making microchips.
The chip, yes, but the circuit board is our design, and all the connections and the,
Really?
the firmware, everything, yeah. But we're not the chip producer.
But despite this, Bugatti still has a slight edge in terms of outright luxury. And it's all thanks to this man, Ferdinand Piëch, Volkswagen's famously frightening boss from the 1990s. He was the one that demanded that the Veyron must hit 250 miles an hour, but be as easy to drive every day as a normal Golf, but yet be luxurious enough to take his wife to the opera in. I bet he was very easy to work for. Not. However, this have your cake and eat it mentality still exists at Bugatti, which is why the Mistral is one of the most luxurious vehicles I've ever sat in.
Oh, the quality is lovely in here. Just, Just the metal just feels so expensive. All the materials are just luscious, and I love this gear lever, the way it's just out of one solid piece of aluminium. And this one has like the upgraded little Rembrandt, the dancing elephant there, just enclosed in the gear lever, which is nuts. You got physical climate control buttons and stuff like that. No central infotainment screen. You got your main speedometer there, which is analog, but then you got your digital information there. What the Mistral has that's different is you've got Mistral on the seats there. You've also got like a little Mistral logo there on your knee pad. There's also this intricate leather stitching here on the doors. You also get Mistral written on the sills.
And all this stuff is customizable thanks to the Solitaire program. That's not a shady organisation from a Bond movie, it's Bugatti's bespoke division which creates things like the Brouillard, a unique horse-themed coupe based on the Mistral. Reportedly, this car cost around £15 million. That's insane. But in some ways, the Apollo IE has an even crazier interior, partly because you don't actually sit in it. The seating position is much more like a Formula 1 car than a normal hypercar.
Where's the button? There it is. Oh, oh, oh. I'm not doing very good at this, am I? There we go, look. Oh yeah. Now let's see if I can get into this. Now the steering wheel does come out if you need to remove it, but I'm just going to try and do this in one go. Oh, the seats are interesting. I thought the Valkyrie was like lying downy kind of position. This seems like it's going to be even more so. Oh wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my goodness. How do you pull this down? Oh, you pull on that. And then check this out, right? Look, got this little kind of condom, extra safety on the steering wheel so that you don't like scuff it when it's taken out of the car. My goodness, this is like something else. It's mad to think that there's some guy just wanting to create his own hypercar. It certainly feels like a really special, unique proposition, this thing. The way these seats are like built into the bulkhead, and these are probably the smallest headrests I've ever experienced, and the air conditioning is up there like in a plane. Look at that. You've got like switches like in race cars as well. The digital driver display is actually really clear but very futuristic. Oh, and that feels right. Oh yes.
There's only one downside to this car's interior: you can't remove the roof. The Koenigsegg has a proper Targa roof, but storing it uses space in the front boot. The Bugatti has a folding roof, but it's more like an emergency umbrella than a proper soft top. Meanwhile, the Pagani has permanent holes in its roof, so if it rains, you will get wet. But Ferrari might actually be onto something, because the roof on this SP3 rolls up like the one on my Honda S660. Yeah, a little K sports car from Japan. Although it's a lot more nerve-wracking to operate.
Right, this is right. I need to concentrate.
Mind your head.
Move away from the car very carefully. Once you've got the roof off, getting into the SP3 is pretty easy. So you can just sit on the sill, slide your bum across, and because you've got this cutaway there, you just slide your feet through, nice and easy. Now the seats don't move, but to get your ideal driving position, you move the steering wheel, which is manual, and you move the pedals by pulling up on this tab, and the pedals come towards you. That's perfect for me and my short legs. Now the steering wheel is familiar to other Ferraris, so you've got touch sensitive buttons on there and your indicators on it as well. For the climate control, it's in this touch sensitive screen here, and you've got a main digital driver's display but no other infotainment screen within the car. It's got bespoke dash design, really cool. We've got Alcantara here on the inside, lots of metally bits, and these are for your drive select, which is shaped like a normal H pattern for a manual gearbox. The seat fabric, you can choose different colors, but a lot of people went for this blue, and it certainly does stand out. And the seats are very, very comfortable yet supportive. And look, we've got four-piece racing harnesses.
But despite this, the SP3 is still a road car. The track-only Pagani Huayra R Evo Roadster has a fully race-spec cabin. It even passed the same FIA crash tests as Le Mans Hypercars. But unlike those racers, the Pagani doesn't look like a carbon fibre coffin inside. Just check out this gorgeous Alcantara. But the best thing about it is the fact there's nothing to separate your ears from the amazing straight-pipe V12. So I think it's about time we heard it. Racetracks usually have noise limits around 95 to 100 decibels, but this special Huayra can hit 140 decibels at full speed. That's as loud as a gunshot or a jet fighter taking off. So getting to hear it unmuffled is a very rare treat, but before they let me drive it, I had to go through Pagani's official simulator training, and that went less than well.
We go near the wall, 5. 4 gear. No.
We died.
I destroyed the car.
Yeah, sorry, I'm probably myself.
1 million damage.
So you're coming in the car with me.
Yeah.
Bugatti has a slightly different method for getting owners used to their new cars, and it's a bit more old school.
I've got Bruno with me here. He's how do you say it? It sounds better in French. Say it. What are you?
Bugatti Pilote Officiel. Hello.
So he's the guy, right, that he helps develop the cars, but he also takes customers out and shows them how to use the car, and that's what he's doing with me today.
On average, a Bugatti owner already owns 83 other cars. It's madness. So this might seem like overkill, but the Mistral's 8-litre quad-turbo W16 produces 1600 horsepower and 1600 Nm of torque, so it's almost certainly the most powerful car in their collection. So it makes sense to have a professional show them, and me, the ropes, especially on a wet cold day like today. But Bruno didn't exactly take it easy.
Did you hear that switch? From 2 turbos to 4 turbos.
Yes, it's about 3,000 RPM.
Exactly.
Yeah, it comes in, doesn't it? The sequential turbos.
Exactly. I love to hear that. I mean, I always play around this because I love to have
Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Is this where you're going to let me have a drive?
Yeah.
So I read that at 7,000 RPM, this engine is sucking in 70,000 litres of air a minute, and you get to hear it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I make you feel a little bit sick, but I just want to play with that noise. Oh!
I love it.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Now, I've heard a lot of tuned cars, you know, where they have like really loud turbos.
Yeah, yeah.
But nothing quite like this. Well, hello, like, really? Out the way of my €5 million Bugatti, please, in your little Renault Scenic. Oh, there it is! Accelerating, then braking, accelerating and braking.
I'm still not sick, I'm still fine.
Whoa!
Bugatti claims the Mistral does 0 to 60 miles an hour in 2.4 seconds. And on a dry day, I bet it will, because here's what happened when I timed the equally powerful Chiron Supersport from 0 to 60 miles an hour.
Off we go. Bit of tyre spin there. Bugatti, they're a right bunch of liars. Can't trust them at all. Look, it does 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds. Terrible.
The secret to Bugatti's speed is the all-wheel drive system, a rarity in the hypercar world. This means it can deliver blistering performance on almost any road in almost any weather. Well, apart from today. To be fair though, the Ferrari SP3 wouldn't stand a chance in these conditions at all. Even in ideal conditions, its 0 to 60 mile an hour time of 2.9 seconds is actually a bit by hypercar standards. But the crazy V12 still results in an unforgettable experience, even when you're stuck in rush hour on a Danish motorway.
That was nice. I'm just unnecessarily kicking down the gears to hear some noise. I mean, this revs past 9,000 RPM. Oh, every gear shift is just mwah. Oh, listen to that in second. Oh, that is so crisp. How does this car make driving in a straight line at the speed limit so enjoyable? I'm just playing the engine like a musical instrument. And those gear shifts. Oh, yes, you will look in your Tesla.
The Ferrari SP3's gearbox is a masterpiece, but it feels a bit too clinical compared with the raucous V12. But my next car should bring a healthy dose of chaos to the table, the Apollo IE. I was already nervous about driving it, and then Marcus and the owner Mike dropped a bombshell on me.
So the clutch comes really in the beginning.
There's a clutch?
Yeah, the clutch. The bite point is very close to the end of the pedal.
Okay.
You will notice.
So it's like driving a Courier GT. Let the clutch raise.
Yeah.
When you get on the move, then
And then it's pedals. Yeah. What's the odds that I stall it?
we'll make fun of you.
Okay, right. There we go.
Then now throttle. It's fine. Not bad.
get my watch caught on the blooming. We can try lateral G. It's pretty good lateral G. Whoa. Send it the other way. Whoa. The exhaust on the overrun. I can barely hear you. Really wanted to roll there. It's cool, man.
Even though I was driving on track, this car is technically road legal. But for the full racing car experience, you need something 100% road illegal. Something with slick tires and crazy aerodynamics. You need the Pagani Huayra R Evo Roadster. And I was about to experience this monster at one of the scariest tracks on earth, Spa in Belgium.
I'm a little bit nervous at the moment.
No, I don't hear you. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, I can hear you, which is the main thing.
Okay, you can go. Stay here. Okay. Stay on the track, remember, eh?
Yeah, I don't like the sim. Oh no, it's going to happen.
You touch the wall. You can go.
I love the engine! It's amazing!
One moment. Turn so gently. One moment, please. On the left. Follow. Okay, you can go.
Yes, it feels so stable, isn't it? Wow! What a car! And the response of the steering is incredible!
Oh, second gear. Okay, so gently near the curb. One.
Feels so natural and like connected to the brain.
Now we stay close, eh? Remember.
Hold, wait. Wait.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go. I love it! Don't go off.
Be okay?
Yeah,
so
good.
gently.
Oh, this is such a good car. Oh, feeling.
Fight. Attention, eh? Brake. One. Stay on the brake. Very well. When you brake, you stay on the track, yeah. Remember. Go. Okay, what do you think, Matt?
I love this! Was I better in the car than on the simulator? Thank God! Thank you for sitting with me! Thank you. It's very brave of you. What an experience! What a ride! What a punch!
The Huayra R Evo Roadster is like a very expensive violin. It's unique and sounds heavenly, but it's only allowed out on special occasions. I'm looking for the hypercar equivalent of the 1950s Gibson Les Paul. Valuable, rare, but ready to play any music anywhere. And thanks to its bizarre gearbox, the Koenigsegg CC850 delivers two entirely different genres in one. And now it's my turn to face the music.
It's quite rough. It will probably stall.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, that's good then. Because that's like kind of realistic.
Yeah, but I think you will
feather it a little bit.
Feather it, yeah.
Here we go then.
Yeah. Try again.
Oh, it's good. Oh! That's good, like, because it's smooth and seamless. When you're smashing it, you're less likely to cock it up. It's going to drive it manual the whole time. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to money shift it.
Okay,
you ready?
You can try.
I'm going to go from 4th into 2nd at high RPM. I can't. No. It's really funny that it lets you stall, but it doesn't let you do something that's catastrophic.
Exactly.
If I launch it in automatic, is it?
So the launch control, we cannot activate it right now because we don't have any pedal shifters in this car.
Okay. Shifting gears yourself feels incredible, but my body simply can't compete with the car's electronics. In auto mode, the 9-speed transmission can swap ratios almost instantly. So let's see how much faster it can really go.
Mine was better. That feels madder. That's faster.
It's way faster.
Gear shifts on auto.
Yeah, it's the Jesko now. So we have like 2 cars in one.
3 because it's convertible. Yeah, you multiply it, so it's 4 cars in one.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
So now that I've driven the world's most elite hypercars, which one is the best? Well, the Bugatti is the most luxurious convertible hypercar ever. The Ferrari is the ultimate modern interpretation of a classic V12 racing car. The Apollo is the most hardcore road car I've ever experienced, and the Pagani is an exquisite track day animal that'll keep audiologists in business for decades. But the Koenigsegg is like a Fabergé Swiss Army knife. It combines rarity, luxury, performance and exotic engineering in a gorgeous package. And it has a split personality that allows you to drive like Lando Norris or Ayrton Senna, all thanks to that incredible gearbox. In short, the CC850 puts the hype back into hypercars. It is one of the greatest vehicles that I'm sure I'll ever get to drive.
There at the first sight, I never believed. When I saw you for the first time, I changed my mind. Your eyes and your smile are a fantasy. I need